Morning everyone, in from DIY Home and Gardening, 16th of November, so time for the mid-monthly update. And I've come up to Allotment just to have a stroll around before work. So if I turn the camera around and we can have a look together. So I'm going to be honest, I've not been up here at all this week. Bad back, change in the clocks has meant that it's dark by the time I get home, and I've not had a day off as yet. So this coming Tuesday will be my first day off for a little bit. What was the flowery border? You can see that there's still punctuations of colour from the orange calendula there, but really not a lot else. Dahlias are dying back now. Bed is basically going into its dormancy, which would be great for doing a bit of remedial work too. This first bed, again, you can see the dahlias are going into their dieback mode. We've had a couple of cold nights, and the wet and the cold have got into them, so they need cutting and soon to be lifted. A little bit of colour, but nothing of note. The leek bed, looking nice and strong still. You can see a little bit of the blackening of the leaves that had rust on them. Now the weather's more balanced, the rust has kind of grown out of it. So we got the hardneck garlics. They're all planted in here. Most of them, well, actually I say that most of them, probably about a third of them are sprouting up. So that's a case of watching the space really. I had a bit of a move around just to free up some space, and so I've moved the mature fennel plants to here. Still got the seedling dahlia there to do something with. Some celery left there, beetroots, which are fine in the ground, need to be lifted and stored soon. Another celery, and then the perennial kale doing their thing. Rhubarb, still a few leaves hanging on in there. If you've watched my video from the other week, you'll know that I just leave nature to take its course, so just remove the leaves as they die off and discard those. Don't try and rip the ones that are still attached, because, well, they're still attached and you'll do more damage than good. This bed here is where the fennel and a few other bits were. This is now more garlic, because obviously I didn't have enough, but I bought another 5 varieties from a different supplier, so they've come into here. Within this bed, still got some celery, cut back all the parsnips. The foliage had all bent over, well, fallen over, and that's an indication that they're going into dieback mode. Essentially the parsnip itself isn't going to grow anymore, so might as well cut it down, make it look neat and tidy, reduces the potential areas for pests to be hiding, and you can leave the parsnips in the ground till you're ready to lift them, as long as it doesn't get saturated. Celeriac, still looking like celeriac does. A bit of leek, and yeah, token strawberry. Cut back the horseradish, they're all done. I mean, globe artichoke, you wouldn't believe that it's nearly, well, winter, but look at it, looks pretty good. This is the dahlia bed, so they're all cut back, canes down. That one at the back still got its canes, is blight and soft to gleam. The plant looked a little bit dubious, so I've left that in just as a double reminder. Likewise, this Kiwi Gloria, that wasn't meant to be Kiwi Gloria there, that was meant to be Sunrise, so I've left that in as a reminder, because I want the variety, but don't want to lift it wrongly. Into the polytunnel, I've just cut some sweet peppers, but you can see that most of them have come out now, the sweets and the chilies. I need to get back in here this week to finish this off, because there are definitely more than a few peppers that are starting to fall or go rotten, so they need to come off. The shallots sprouting quite nicely. I'm just going to shut this door. Okay, this bed here, well, this is the elephant garlic. No sign of those as yet. Got the giant Russian in there, they're all starting to sprout. The Egyptian walking onions there, they're doing what they do. And then this lot here, the soft neck garlics. So again, probably about 50% of those are up and sprouting away. Look at the colour on those charred, lovely. Fennel transplanted to there, that's the sort of baby one. So basically within here we've only got the chard and spinach. We're sort of working way through those. Incidentally, these plants here were cut literally back to nothing as we did a load of cooking, and you can see how quickly they sort of flash up again. So yeah, these, when they get used, just chop the whole thing and then you can process them, keep the leaves that you want, keep the ones you don't want. Obviously this time of year you start getting a few more pests enjoying them as well. These are the Abercorn Sunrise. They also need cutting back. Be saving those for the tubers. And within here got onions. Looking okay, just could do with them not getting too wet, to be honest. Then within this bed here, mixture of things, so shallots, leeks, celery. Oh, still got the dahlia in there to lift actually. Cabbage, chard, cauliflower, kale. Needs a serious weed, interspersed with some leeks, beetroot and all sorts. So that's that bed. And then on the back there, there's the Jerusalem artichoke. Again, that's just going to be a work in progress to sort them out, harvest some, replant some, and yeah, that's where I'm at. It's very much work in progress, and I need to do some tidying up. So that's it. That's the mid-monthly update done for you. I really need, I need my day off to come pretty sharpish so I can get up here and get these last jobs finished, and then think about the dahlias as and when. But yeah, if you've got any questions, then obviously send the questions to me. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos that I do. And just enjoy yourself, make use of your spare time and get some of that lovely fresh air. So till next time, bye for now.